Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That is caught. It's a tight end, Jeremy Shockey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. CeeDee Lamb, 29 yards. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Fields now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Fields, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First down, Mariota. And he lost the football. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields rolling to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Chubb again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 27, Mariota. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, Mariota. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They go play action. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marcus Mariota as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Let's go!
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. From just shy of midfield, Fields targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Whew.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. That goes out wide to Murray. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fields. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Up the middle, Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They go back to Murray on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
Now Fields. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. All eyes on Fields. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. York able to send this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mariota rolling to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Cooper here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
On 4th down, Fields. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 40 now on second down. Fields flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 47 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a win here for the Panthers, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, and he did it with both his arm and his legs. You talk about a dual threat. How about this headline? 2 touchdowns passing, 2 more rushing. They just couldn't find a way to slow him down.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden.